Good morning, good morning. Super early departure again. It was a wonderful good night's sleep after 10 hours at sea. And today we're heading to the marina. Yay! Only 22 miles to go and I cannot wait. First thing I will do, I'm gonna plug in the AC. Well, correction. I'm gonna get him to plug in the AC. And I'm gonna take the humidity out of the boat. Followed by a cocktail. Something to look forward to, you know. Life's simpler pleasures.
Because he has such a hard life, he needs to cling on to these little things to look forward to.
This anchorage was super calm overnight and extremely cool. We had a lovely breeze throughout. So definitely on the list to come back to and explore. The boys on Boundless are a bit delayed this morning. Obviously they slept in as well. On hands on deck, all hands on deck.
Looks very relaxed over there.
Apart from the captain who's having coffee. See, this is the injustice in the world. Captain's behind the wheel and the first mate's pulling up the main, pulling up the anchor. It's not fair.
This first mate's done very little of that this morning. He's all talk, talk, talk. But what have you actually seen him do?
It's all behind the scenes, you know. I'm great behind the scenes.
There we go. He's hoping for a peaceful sail.
Peaceful. With me on board, in today's mood, I don't think so. Now, I don't think we're gonna be going 3 knots. I mean, the marina is 22 miles away. I kind of want to get there pronto tito. And let's hope we're not going to be ploughing forward at 3.5 knots. That will be just my luck.
Let's see what happens, shall we? I've got every confidence there's going to be a howling gale right outside this anchorage. Anytime now it's going to start. You mark my words. Another job on the list for when we arrive in the marina. As if it were needed. Captain's going to be busy this time, I think. Our outhaul is chafed almost all the way through. There's a point on there where this crosses another line and there's a bit of wear and tear, as you can see. Luckily the first mate caught it just in time. We carry all spare lines for just about everything on the boat, and the ones that we don't have a specific spare for we can just mix and match and make do. So I'm sure we've already got one pre-measured for the outhaul. Captain has a big spreadsheet on the go of all the line lengths and all the spares. But we haven't really had to replace any since California. Low standards is the key, of course. Most people would have replaced this probably 5 years ago. But it's still going strong, as you can see. That's our secret to long cruising.
That's right. Key word I've heard was low standards and old.
Yesterday it was quick and dirty. Today it's low standards and old.
It's getting better and better every day, isn't it? What's next?
Quick and dirty, low standards and old. Okay, so go back with these lines then.
Yeah, give me the outside one.
The red one is the outside,
yeah,
and the green one is the inside. See, Captain can't make do without this pole.
I said to him, check, that's close enough, right? But no, apparently we need a pole.
Let's see what the poles say, shall we? They're always right. That one for me. It seems to have got shorter. How did that happen?
Shorter what?
That line used to.
Oh, just...
Okay, so put it round that.
Yeah.
Nice and tight. Okay, and then pleat it off. There's these. I think we need to go a bit higher because the jib is a bit higher. I'll just let this out a bit. Okay, so if we take this all the way back on the track, And yeah, you will need to reroute this jib sheet just through the lifelines for me, please. The pole a bit higher.
Let's do this, do that. No preparation.
This is the preparation. It's happening right now, in front of his face.
Oh, Boundless are getting their pole out as well. Can't leave cruising without a pole. I don't know, all this hard work getting the pole out, and the wind has just picked up so much that we are already doing 6 knots just with the main. So if we knew that, I don't think we would have bothered.
He's right, of course, but now it's there, we might as well put it out. I think I got the pole a bit too high. Just need to lower it by about a foot, and that should be perfect. We don't often use the pole on the jib.
It's always a trouble with the pole. God, we could go forever. We will stop, I promise. Give the pole a rest. Oh, let it be.
Give the pole a chance. See, for once the pole wasn't right.
Obviously, me being Czech, I can totally make these jokes because, you know, we are like that.
That looks decent. Back in the cockpit, everybody. Show's over. And could you tighten that jib sheet, please? He's been staring at it for hours. Not bad. We've managed to just tip over 6.5, even touching 7 knots now. So a lot more strong and stable for Bohemia. Just the way we like it.
Just like our relationship, strong and stable.
Gonna make a success of it. Oh, look who's snuck up behind us. It's just impossible to shake this boat. No matter what we try, we're always about the same speed. And we're always on a collision course, like permanently. It's really fun actually body boating with Boundless. Mostly because the boats are just exactly the same performance. They're always within a few feet of each other. Quite stressful for the captain though. There's always a collision to be avoided. And we just established on the radio that they have the right of way. Although they are the overtaking boat, so I think in this case I'll ask them to move. We're just pulling away from them now. Got a sudden gust in the right direction.
Beautiful, we are surfing down these waves at 8.5 knots. I like sailing like this. The miles are just disappearing under our keel.
Yeah, it's turning into a great sail. We only had 20 miles to go to start with, but before you know it, we're going to be there. Ready for lunch. Someone's already ready for lunch. It's been quite hard work on the foredeck with that pole and the sail plan, and we've still got the head sail poled out, but it's just going to stay poled out until we get behind the calm waters of the breakwater, which is the entrance to Shelter Bay and the Panama Canal.
Ta-da! That's the surprise! We're going back to the Pacific Ocean! No. Over my dead body.
It's only been a few short months, but we've really turned him into a Caribbean cruiser, I think. There's no going back now. Just coming into Shelter Bay now, and it's howling. Could be interesting docking.
definitely windier than I would like for docking, about 20 knots. This will be interesting. Hey, how are you? Well, luckily we had the entire entourage on the dock to catch our line, so all went well. Time for the AC.
It's so good to be back in the marina. We've already plugged into shore power, got the hose pipe running to fill up the water tanks, and recharging ourselves too a little bit. We might do that later. The biggest problem with being remote for a month, which is how long we were out in the San Blas Islands, is trash though. And that's the other thing we've been looking forward to getting rid of. It's not perfect, but we've been doing our best to minimize the amount of trash that we're generating. What we've been doing is separating the recyclables, crushing all the cans and separating glass and everything else, and keeping this in its own container in the anchor locker. We wash everything before it goes in there as well, so it doesn't get too stinky. And then with the bin, the best trick that we learned is to dedicate a plastic bottle and shove all the plastic wrappers and packaging inside a plastic bottle, and you can fit weeks worth inside just 1 liter like a Coke bottle. So that really helps to minimize the volume. This is us for a month. Could have done a bit better, but we knew we were coming here, and now looking forward to getting rid of it.
Today is a very, very exciting day. We are having 2 packages delivered. The first one is just here, and it's gonna change our life forever. Or so we believe.
Package number 1 arrived safely. Looks great. We're gonna open it up and make sure we got the right model. This is amazing. Unfortunately, the downside is that we have just blown our entire year's cruising budget in the space of the first week of January. So it's going to be low alcohol margaritas for the rest of the year, I think. First mate's going to be watering down the booze cabinet.
It's so unfair, isn't it, that every time we make some expenditure that I am the one who suffers with the cutbacks. It's ridiculous. You know, he's still buying bolts and nuts and stainless 316 and all of them malarkey, but where he's cutting things down is on the booze and on the food.
As I keep telling him, someone has to keep this operation afloat. The first mate can keep himself afloat.
It's second Christmas on Bohemia. We bought a new car.
Yeah, as much as I'm already getting buyer's remorse and the other exciting package hasn't arrived yet, I'm very, very excited to get this on the water and start using it. It's going to be another life changer for us. We've been getting on okay, I would say, with our setup for the past 4 years of cruising, but it really is something that you hugely rely on when you're out there on anchor, and so a new car is a very exciting development for Bohemia and their crew.
I think from all of the things we have bought for Bohemia, the dinghy was the biggest mistake. It was too small and it was simply not suitable for cruising life. So after 4 years, we decided to treat ourselves and upgrade a bit. So let's see how this one goes. I'm just going to be paranoid now that someone's going to steal it because it's going to be brand new.
That's right, we swapped one set of problems for another. Now we have a huge amount of dollars invested in our car, and we can't just leave it on a random beach unattended for too long. First mate's gonna have to be standing guard while the captain goes and checks out all the beachfront cocktail bars, but you know, someone's got to do it. Oh, this is an exciting day for the captain. Christmas has come late this year.
Look at that.
That is amazing. Oh, I love the smell of new outboard. The first time Bohemia has ever had a new outboard in her life. And this is a beauty. These things are like gold dust. It's a 2-stroke lightweight engine. It weighs only 26 kilos and it's 10 horsepower. So we're going to be flying with this.
It's too big, Uncle. It's too big. We wanted small one.
Send it back.
We have a bigger one.
Finally, Bohemia has a new car. This is amazing. It's the first time we've ever had a rigid hard-bottom dinghy. It's aluminium, super lightweight, and with this and the new outboard, we're just going to be flying around the place, tearing up every anchorage. I think we did really well with Bohemia's original modest tender, but now we're going to be like regular cruisers.
We bought the dinghy here in Panama with a company called Inflatable Doctors, and Angel was just a real pleasure to deal with. And this is made by a family business, Apex. They're based in Costa Rica, and all in all it took about a month and a half from production to shipping, so we are really excited.
The rain's just started. Our new dinghy's going to be full of water before we can move it onto the boat. Back by popular demand, we have new dates where you can join us on board Bohemia as we explore the tropics. Learn the ropes of full-time cruising, or put your feet up while the first mate mixes the drinks. You decide. Spend a week on board with us as we explore Panama's unique Bocas del Toro region, right on the border of Costa Rica, where the Caribbean and the jungle collide. If you're curious to experience tropical cruising and can put up with Bohemia's notorious crew, then check out our website for dates and availability. See you next time! We can't have our wine costing more than our diesel.
Most of the time, the diesel tastes better.
Special thanks in this episode go to all of our patrons for keeping the first mate away from the captain's diesel tank.
Champagne for everyone.
Thank you so much, and here's to you. If you've been enjoying our episodes and want to fuel the first mate's bad behavior in the Caribbean, then follow the link on screen to find out more.